Well, then what's the point of
I
having
think
the
we're
net?
gonna spend more time in this garage than we did in the other one because this one's comfy in here.
Even though this toolbox is probably gonna go back, they did send us 3 extra bolts. We're up 38 cents in hardware. I like that. Welcome to the new shop, everybody.
My dad's pretty excited, so bear with us.
I am pretty excited because today, not only are we starting the move-in on the shop, but in order to do that, we gotta build the lift.
It's an elevator.
It is gonna be an elevator today because part of the reason we need it is to get up high enough to hang the 2 lights that didn't get hung the other day because they were delayed in shipping and the electrician didn't have them here before he left, so. It's gonna be a great day. Listen, I've built a few things in my life. They've not all been perfectly square. I just like to point something out to you guys. Follow that line up, follow that line over, keep going, keep going, keep going. Perfectly square. I am impressed, truly impressed by the build quality in here. What are you doing over there?
I'm just waiting for you, princess.
Just get off the ladder. Not that way, just get off the ladder.
Keep filming.
So we are. Now what Caitlin wants to show you.
Somebody raw dogged it in our shop.
Get out of the shadow.
Left a footprint.
I know it's not mine because mine's a size 14. It probably is one of the Amish kids. I think when they were spraying the sealant that you see kind of changing colors here because it's still curing. I think they walked across there and that's what you're seeing. So
It's not hieroglyphics, it's Amish graphics.
now let's get to the part you guys are actually here for, not Caitlin's dancing. That is the setup and installation of this new Wildfire XLT 9000 4-post lift. So this did not get delivered in 60 pieces here. I actually unpacked this the other day. I picked it up from a local ABF transport. That's how they ship. They ship all over the country to a local distribution center. You just go pick it up with your trailer. They plop it right on there. I guarantee you, that's not going anywhere. So I got everything unpacked by myself until I got to these runways here. Those things weigh about 700 pounds a piece. So had to call a friend and the neighbor's tractor, but we got them set in here. We're gonna be using the gantry crane here to lift those just one end at a time. Ideally, you'd have an engine hoist. You could lift the whole thing right in the middle. I don't have an engine hoist, at least not yet. Black Friday this weekend though, so maybe sometime soon. Anyways, what we're gonna do is get this all laid out and built. Caitlin and I should be able to do this together today, and we'll show you kind of step by step along the way how this goes together, because I'm kind of curious how this is gonna work. A lot of this is pre-assembled, which is the nice thing about this. Quite honestly, when I reached out to Wildfire to see about getting a lift, the owner was the one who responded. And so just an incredible father-son team, small business, US company. We love that about them. And so we're glad that they are partners on the channel now. They did supply us with this lift. You're gonna see it used in all of our future content. It's either gonna be in action right here in this middle bay, or it's gonna be storing a vehicle up above it with one parked below it. Caitlin, yes, you have a question?
Is it moved this way too?
No, it's not an accordion.
What cars are different sizes?
The ramps are wide enough that either a truck or a car can go on there without having to adjust the width of the runways. A lot of explaining left to do here. I've never owned a lift, but I'm 41 years old. I've got 6 herniated discs, a trick knee, a little bit of arthritis in my lower back, some spinal stenosis in my neck. To be quite honest with you guys, this is gonna make life a lot simpler for us and make putting content out a lot easier, and hopefully something we can do for a lot longer. So we're ready to go. Thanks for being here. Make sure if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, you subscribe to not only see the shop outfit, but everything we build in it moving forward. So one of the nicest features about the Wildfire lifts is not only the pre-assembly on most of this, including the hydraulics and the cables in the runways, but also the very low tolerance for clearance on these. So you've got nylon runners that go in here. One for each corner has a notch out of it. That goes in the corner with the lock. So we need to roll this a little bit to get this slid in here. It goes in like that. One in each of the other corners.
How do they stop?
There's a roll on the bottom.
Oh.
See, low tolerance.
Oh, I got this one in.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, there's caps that go on that later to keep them from sliding out, but those are the nylon bushings that allow this thing to slide up and down. We got to do that on all four corners, and we'll be right back. While Caitlin's doing that on that corner, let me show you the locking mechanism here. So you've got one lock here that's going to run through the runway and actuate all four corners locks. And that's going to move your main lock down here. Now this is set up with a cable tension secondary lock. So these are all spring loaded, so if you ever lose cable tension for any reason, the secondary lock is going to slam closed and nothing will fall past the secondary lock, even if the primary lock is undone. The beauty of the Wildfire lifts is the safety. All these pulleys on the locks where the cables run underneath and then on the outside, these are all sealed ball bearings.
Can you move it? Yeah.
Look at that, we're halfway done. I don't know how much time's been on the time lapse, but probably only like 2 minutes into this whole project.
Where?
Not really. All right, I haven't looked at the directions yet. It's probably time to do that to make sure I don't miss anything.
You're joking, right?
No, I'm not joking.
Well, how'd you know what to do?
I watched a YouTube video.
Bruh. How does, when you put the thing in to unlock it, why doesn't it just drop?
So to unlock it, you lift it, and it's being held by cable and hydraulic tension. And then you run the lock arm that moves these levers that pull the locks out. Mm-hmm. And then you hit the release button on the hydraulic pump. And that starts slowly regulating pressure out of it so that it falls uniformly.
Oh.
Let me just walk you through what we're doing here, guys. We're removing one runway from the other runway so we can get to the runway with the hydraulics and the cables in it, because that runway had to be installed first. Why? Because based on the orientation of the lift and where we wanted the pump to be when it was finally installed and set in the garage, the one with the pre-installed hydraulics had to go in first. Now you can see that it goes in pretty easy here with just a center point lift, and pretty short order we had it bolted down. Now you can also see that the gantry crane is over top of the runway, and this was going to be a problem for the second runway until Caitlin had the genius idea of setting one end on the toolbox and going under the lift, and the other one going over the corner post, and voila, we had it installed. Honestly, from start to finish at this point, we're a little more than an hour into this, and you already have what looks like a lift, even though everything's not totally bolted down yet. So I started installing the post caps that are going to hang the cables, put in a jack stand bridge that would slide back and forth, and Caitlin ran inside to get ready to go out with some friends. She left me to install the cables, which I did by unscrewing the plug on the hydraulic system to let the air out, pulling on the cables, and then guiding those cables through to each corner. A couple of cable keeper bolts to keep them from falling out from those pulleys, and we were ready to start with the installation of the lock mechanism. Gonna be honest, this took a little bit longer than it should have, probably because I didn't read the instructions. But a few lock washers, a couple of Heim joints, and a little bit of adjustment, and the lock was ready to go. Hanging the pump was also very simple by myself. Actually, most of this process could be done by one person if you had the right equipment to lift the heavy parts. Now I'm just installing the brackets on the end of the runway to keep you from, driving off of it. Those are important. I also had a premium accessory bundle to install with a couple of wheel chocks and an underglow LED lighting system.
So I'm just waiting for Caitlin to get home now. She ran out with some friends this evening, which, might come as a surprise to some of you guys, but She's still a teenager. Doesn't want to spend every minute in the garage with her dad. Just the good minutes. So she'll be back in a little bit. She's going to help me get some hydraulic fluid in this system. And then we're going to run her up and down and see if we can't get those lights installed tonight before I go to bed and nurse my back. Because, yeah, it's sore. All right, Caitlin is back. Caitlin, if you thought this lift was going to be handier in a shirt pocket, wait till you see this.
Do those come with it?
It's an extra accessory package. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
It's going to be fun working underneath it when we got a little bit of lighting up underneath. Well, we need to put some fluid in this thing so we can run it down, adjust the cables, put the casters on it, slide it underneath our lights, run it up and put a couple of lights on the ceiling, and then we can park it back over here and get your truck in tonight before we're done so that tomorrow morning we can keep moving tools and workbenches and all the little knickknacks and things we need over here. Red-eye?
Ready.
All right, this is gonna go just about as horribly as you might expect. Gonna have to run for about 20 or 30 seconds to run the air out of the system before it gets hydraulic fluid in there, and then it should start picking up. I saw that cable down there starts moving. All right, let's see how evenly it goes up here. Putting it down until it's on all 4 locks. Okay, now, see, this one is definitely loose. So it's sitting on the locks now on all 4 corners. Yep. All right, so now we can get up there and actually adjust those cables.
Why do the cables need adjusting?
They need to be adjusted and tightened. So you can come up here. Come on up here. Come down here and make sure that I'm still touching the lock. And look at this corner. It's sitting on it?
Yeah, in it.
Like it's resting on it?
Yes.
Now we got the heat running in here again because, well, it's cooling off, but I want to show you this while it's up in the air. You actually see the system that's operating under here. So you've got hydraulic lines right here, cable next to it, a single plunger that pulls all 4 of those cables, and 2 go that way, 2 go that way, 1 across. Pretty simple little system. Just a real basic hydraulic system, and the cables are coming right through here. And then up to the top. And this right here, guys, is actually what makes this so stable. This big, fully wrapped around square tubing with that almost zero tolerance nylon bushings. That makes it so that this post can't twist. So when this thing goes up and down, even though these 4 posts aren't connected at the bottom or the top, it makes it incredibly stable. Now you can bolt this to the ground if you wanted to, but we want something that's a little bit more mobile. All right, guys, now these Hyperlite lights are incredibly bright, these high-bay lights. And you've probably been watching social media for a while. You've seen their hexagonal, what are you doing? You've probably seen their hexagonal lights, but we don't have enough supercars to warrant hexagonal lighting. They do, however, make these incredible high bay lights. I did forget how much I hate heights though. I think my fear of heights comes from falling from about this height. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I fell about this far, 16, 18 feet out of a tree. Was unconscious for about 3 hours. Well, better part of 3 hours, in and out of consciousness. I really need a drill.
There's one down there. But if one of us goes down there, we're not getting back up.
Going over the edge?
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, 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 we're not. No. I wanna come back. I wanna come back. Okay. No, I wanna come back. I wanna come back.
You're only like, your feet are only like 3 feet off the ground.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, I mean, don't go back from there.
Oh. Okay.
All right, well, that was graceful. Up here.
I see your belly.
One more to go. These Hyperlite lights are
You're blinding me.
pretty awesome.
I don't think
And they're also the sponsor of today's episode. So grab yours at the link below in that description. The high bay lights, highly recommend. Oh, and wait till you see the lights we have outside. Look at how bright these lights are. Nobody needs to work inside. Get summer out here, we're just gonna go right back to working in the dirt. Forget this new shop, huh? Yep,
Yeah.
Put the lights out here. Hyperlite, man. They know how to make a light. Whew. It's cold in here now. Ready? Don't need to be pushed. I think you could probably get out now. Push on the rear tires and push it in as I run the winch out. That's how that's done. So today it's all about getting stuff just moved into the shop. Figuring out where it's gonna go. But to do that, we gotta move some stuff out of the shop.
Where am I taking this ladder?
Keep going.
Where am I taking this ladder?
I know you guys have been wondering what's been under this tarp. About to show you.
Ta-da!
What a table.
We're gonna paint it black though, right?
Yeah, but not today.
Aw. Oh, I forgot. Ow! 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 Forgot we put it on wheels.
That
This thing weighs like 40 pounds. Times
weighs
10.
like 100 pounds. Problem here is that's only gonna roll so far, and then you and I are gonna have to carry it.
Well, I'd rather carry it a shorter distance. Go! Aw. I think we had the cart on here sideways last time. This thing, what?
I don't know why this tabletop is so heavy.
Go down.
It's so heavy. All right.
Oh no. Wheelie. That weighs so much. I thought I'd be able to get on that, and apparently not though. Oh, I'm gonna pull like my groin or something.
Pull that out from underneath there first.
This cannot be as heavy as the poles that we lifted yesterday, right?
Let's go up to
This is nice.
This is gonna be really nice.
Where are we gonna put like all the stuff?
Well, we got a drill press, a grinder, a bandsaw, a metal brake. All that stuff's got to go.
Where is this going?
On that back wall. The gantry crane is going to end up going probably over here.
Where is it gonna go when the loft is built? Because I can't fit under.
When the loft is built, it's going to come right in front of the loft and sit basically in row with the lift here. So the gantry crane will sit right here as well.
When is my white toolbox coming?
It was supposed to come last night.
Bruh. Oh, isn't
Didn't
that
show
little
up.
package that's on our kitchen table?
No. But the Amazon guy showed up in a rider rental van instead of an Amazon van. And so when he pulled in the driveway, I went out to meet him because I figured it was the toolbox. And I was like, to the garage, to the garage. So he pulled up over here to the garage and then got out and handed me a little envelope. And I was like, sorry, bud. Thought you were bringing a toolbox. That's on me.
That's embarrassing.
First thing we need to do is clean these off and get everything over there.
Are these metal?
Yeah, I think they're metal. Might be plastic, I don't know. All right, time to clean up.
As we began tearing down the old shop and cleaning up and making space for things to get moved out, I honestly got a little nostalgic, thinking about all the things that have been done in here, the memories that have been made, the things that have been built, the character that have been developed. And I began to think in terms of what we were going to be missing outside of the space. But of course, as we began moving things into the new shop, I began to realize it's not about the space. One isn't necessarily better than the other. Both of these spaces are going to prove in the long run to be places where Caitlin and mine, and eventually Gracie's relationship was sharpened, honed, refined. I'm so grateful for everything that this wild-haired endeavor in YouTubing has brought us, because we are definitely closer than we ever were before.
So I think this is basically what I had in mind here. A little fabrication area. We probably need to dust everything off. Everything's got a nice little coat of shop dust on it from the other shop. So probably gonna get some TKO hand wipes out, start wiping this stuff down, and definitely got a few more things we can be moving in, I think, from over there. But this is a good start. We do have a whole set of cabinets that are gonna come in on this back wall. They're basically gonna go from here all the way over to right about here. That's gonna be standing cabinets, lower cabinets with workbench, and upper cabinets. Caitlin's gonna show you the prize that she got. They gave all of the future generation class participants a
There's action.
little Craftsman tool set.
There's actually tools in here too. Aww. It's so cute. I like it. Look, Mom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're making a mess in a brand new garage.
I did not expect you guys to do anything different. Consistency. That's what we go for in our family. Consistency.
Yes, consistently messy, disorganized. Yep, that's us.
Okay. Do you want to see something cool? Look at this.
Mom's
Your
already
toolbox?
looked at that toolbox when you weren't there.
Isn't that cool?
Your toolbox. What is the best?
Oh, the best?
So
These are the cutest things ever. Like, I could have a whole collection.
Wait, were you, is that when you asked me, did you know I was going to say that? No, I didn't know you were gonna say that.
No,
Yes, you did.
the two of you say the same thing when you see something cute.
It's just so, they're so stinking cute.
Gibberish. Hey, wipe this
I've
down.
never used one in my entire life, but they're
I
cute.
haven't seen never either.
I don't know what they're for.
Wipe that down.
Because they're so stinking cute.
They're Christmas ornaments. That's what they are.
I do have extra tree in the house for you guys to put out here.
Oh,
No.
I told you we're putting
I
a tree out
guarantee
here.
you, we do not have room for a tree out here.
You're gonna.
We are once again starting the third shift here in the garage. Just a little bit of work to do tonight. Another busy week with games. Caitlin's got games two nights this week, and then a couple other things. She had a school fundraiser thing tonight. So we're going to address the controversy, though, before we get any further. Tell him, Caitlin.
I am not getting new jeans.
She's not getting new jeans.
Our GoFundMe is in the link down below.
She's not getting new jeans because she just do the same thing to the next pair, and
I'm gonna be completely honest, my leg is like freezing, but it's okay. I stepped into them. See, they were up here, but I stepped into them the other day and ripped them all the way down.
yeah. If you've never snagged your big toe in a knee hole in your jeans, you haven't really been working hard enough. So proud of
Working
her.
hard to put your pants on.
Proud of her for that. Did you see the thing that came today, though?
Hey, I like toolbox. We should have gotten the pink one.
Pink one was out of stock.
Darn.
So this is actually I think it's kind of funny because I bought this one as a floor model because we've been looking at these toolboxes and I knew these were the boxes that we were going to get for the new shop. But I bought that one as a floor model because it's a discontinued color. And then lo and behold, Black Friday, Cyber Monday drops and they're $100 cheaper than the floor model was. So I went ahead and snagged the other one in a different color so we can keep them separated, keep them apart.
This is mine.
And this is going to be Caitlin's toolbox.
Oh, this is satisfying. That's right.
Come over here and oh, this is satisfying. So
Hey.
for those of you watching at home,
I found my
you're going to say to yourself, man, a Cobalt toolbox from Lowe's? Come on, dude. Here's the thing.
Nobody asked.
Actually, here's the thing. Whether it's a Yukon box or a DeWalt box or a Craftsman box or the generic New Age box, they're all made by the same company, New Age Products.
Boom.
They're
It's like
identical.
chunky peanut butter. They're all made in the same place.
Is that true?
Yeah, like the Peter Pan one, and then there's like the blue and red one, and then there's like the Walmart one. They're all made in the same place.
I didn't know that. From Harbor Freight to Tractor Supply to Lowe's to Home Depot, all of the major brand toolboxes that look exactly like this, they're all the same with minor differences. This one also has the soft close doors, which the Yukon box didn't have at Harbor Freight. And it came with a drawer liner. Now, because it came from Lowe's,
That was actually really impressive.
money went in my new garbage can. Because it came from Lowe's, it also came damaged. I noticed this earlier today. You notice a little bit of a crown right here in the middle and a wrinkle there, and then you go down here and whoop,
Oh.
she's bent and busted.
my stuff?
I think what we're gonna do here, kiddo, is try and get it to look more like that one.
Oh dear, we almost lost this off the back. Oh, that was easy.
Okay, so we didn't make that any better. But we do have one more thing we need to do tonight, and that is get this air over hydraulic jack installed here in there. So that's what we're gonna do. Nice.
Is that where you step on it?
Here's our, yeah, it's the pump release and control. So, not sure what all this is. Might actually have to read.
Not again.
I'm gonna try and get this centered up a little bit here. Oh, they have nothing to do with the jack. They just came in the jack. So these are supposed to go on the side of the lift. Run it.
I fear we don't need this. We have a lift.
When the car or the truck is on the lift and we need to do wheels, tires, brake, or suspension work,
Ooh,
that's
really
where
shouldn't
this
touch that.
that's where this comes in.
If I release this, does it fall?
Go ahead and hit the release. It's going to go down slowly.
I want to smash my finger. Oh, I don't actually need to pick it up that high. Bye.
Perfect.
Use this as a bridge to walk across.
It's called a bridge jack.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Don't put your feet up there. You're going to pull those LED lights off. Four-post lift is definitely what we were looking for. And we're glad to have
We
it.
get a net like they use in catamarans and put it between here. Just kind of like, you know.
Like a trampoline.
No, but like when we're working on cars, we can just kind of like, you know what I mean?
Well, no, I don't, because if you have a car on the lift and you're working on it, you're going to want to be able to get up underneath it, not have a net in your face.
Well, then you take the net off.
Well, then what's the point of
I
having
think
the
we're going to
net?
spend more time in this garage than we did in the other one because this one's comfy in here.
That would be awesome.
There's so much room for activities.
It did snow on us pretty heavily, actually. And so what we're going to do tonight is just get my truck out of the garage here, the old shop. We're going to get the fair lane spun around and out and on the lift and then up. And then we're going to park my truck underneath the fair lane. It's been a while since that started. We might need a jump pack for it. Quick test fire. You don't think so? Jump back on. Neutral. Who doesn't love a Cummins cold start?
Yeah, we're not even close to hitting anything.
That's good. I think we can back out of there. Pretty cold, but it started good. I don't think this thing started in 3 months.
I can't hear you.
I said I don't think this thing started in like 3 months.
Probably not.
Started pretty good.
Might be longer than that, honestly. The old Fairlane. I don't think the Fairlane has ever driven in any snow before because they bought this back in, I think, '62 and drove it and parked it in their garage.
Hey, should we do donuts in the driveway?
No, we shall not.
You sure?
I'm sure. That's quite nice.
By the way, can we just comment on how clean this 35, nope, now 36,000 original mile Ford Fairlane 500 is? She's sweet. This car is filthy, gross.
You guys like my shoes?
Those are my size 14s because she got her boots wet this afternoon. Hey, quit dragging my shoelaces in the snow. Tie that shoelace.
Ready for the big reveal?
Yeah, because I've never seen underneath this car. Ooh.
They seem to be leaking.
She's got a few leaks.
Right there. That probably just needs tightening though.
Yeah, that's just an oil pan drain leak. The filter's leaking up there.
It's gonna leak onto this.
Transmission's leaking.
Or gonna leak onto your truck.
Well, that's what the drip trays are for.
I'm gonna move this.
Got the inline 170, 6-cylinder, 3 on the tree. Pretty oily mess right there, actually. Oh, she's got the old farmer fix on the return spring. Yeah, a little bit of tie wire does you good.
Wait.
Okay, go ahead and show them.
I came in here today while Dad was at work and decorated for Christmas. So we have a Merry Christmas sign. And then we have our tree with our stockings. And the ornaments on the tree. Little baby wrenches. Ta-da. Duck's Diesel.
Look at the star
This is our star.
and the light over the star.
Ta-da. Pretty cool.
That's not lasting very long.
Yes, it is.
Bah
If
humbug.
he takes it down, then I'll just put it back up again.
Whoo, baby. That just barely fits, actually. What a setup.
We're doing what that group of old guys did at McCacken.
Yeah.
On the back of my truck.
Hey, this looks like a nice, good seat here in this car show. Why don't I sit on somebody's car? Goofballs. All right. Well, that's probably going to do it for us this week, guys. The snow's kind of put us out on the moving stuff over from the garage. Can't be rolling a dolly through the snow and mud, moving some of the bigger stuff. So we do have some extra cabinets and storage coming next week, and I'm already formulating some ideas for the old loft space here. That might get in before Christmas, I think.
Doubt it. Highly.
We'll see. If you want to find out, though, hit that subscribe button and follow along, because things are happening. Not always good things,
Things are happening.
but things are happening.